my name is Chung. I'm a licensed California guide for fly fishing the surf as well as the bay. I've been fishing Southern California from the surf to the mountains for over 30 years. Most of it's been in the salt water, either off of cattle boats, kayaks, float tubes, reefs, the beach, you name it, I've done it. This fly is called the C4, and it's a fly that's a combination of various surf flies. It's dumbbellized, so very much clouser style. It's got the wings riding up over the hook point, so it's like a crazy Charlie. It's got silly legs, like your salamander plastics, and it's a little bit of a trap pattern as well, as it emulates like a merkin. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to put these Spirit River eyeballs on. For this one, we'll be using 5/30 seconds. So just figure 8, the eyes on. And put some wraps under the eye to keep it nice and straight. And then some wraps in front and behind the taper. Put the wing over the top of the eyes like a clouser style. So the tail is going to be a tan calf tail. This kind of emulates little feelers or claws or whatever else is sticking off the end of a crustacean in the surf that's moving around. Not really a specific item, but just an idea. And what I'll do is I'll do a little hand stacking, get the tips up nice and even. The length of the shank.
How thick of a clump was that?
What was that, matchstick?
Okay.
I'm not too picky as to how thick or how thin. Doesn't seem to make a difference. Just you got something back here that's moving around. Alright, the next thing, this is going to be the body material. I'm going to tie this in first. We're not going to wrap it yet. We'll wrap it after the legs. So this is just a tan diamond braid. Set that aside. The legs we're going to use is hot orange silly legs. This has the black speckle flash in it. So you just fold it in half, cut the bottom, fold it in half again, cut the bottom, and they have 4 legs, but you're only going to use 3. So wrap the legs, oops, right there. Wrap the legs around, even them up a little. Bring it over the top, slide it down the thread, cinch it down. And don't worry if it's at an angle or if it's kind of funny laying. The diamond braid will straighten everything out, and you want it at it doesn't have to be straight anyways because it's going to move around in the surf. This fly's meant to toss and tumble, to make these legs move, added action. So you don't have to be too precise about it. We're going to lay in 3 legs. Overhand wrap on those. And it's just the same way you put in legs like on any merkin style or crab style fly. So instead of me laying in yarn for the body, sometimes these things move on you. Just set it down, cinch it down. And you can adjust it to get the lay right. It doesn't have to be perfect because you want movement out of it, so you don't want it to lay too straight. Now the diamond braid, we're gonna flip the fly over so you can see how it's wrapping on the belly right here. And wrap that around, and you actually go tight on the belly part, but if you can see, we're going around the legs. Alright, we're not going to go through the legs that way. Oops, just broke one off. Yeah, part of tying. So I got 5 legs out of 6. We'll just keep going.
It's like Mother Nature. They're not all perfect. Not every bug.
Nah, it's okay. I've caught fish with half of these bitten off already, so break one off, don't worry about it. Fish it, it'll work. So you're just gonna wrap it nice and tight in between the legs. Now you do tie it off in front of the eyes. So there he goes, these rubber legs. Be somewhat careful with them, a little delicate. Now we're going to use orange calf tail for the bottom wing. This is just like your clousers, done with the bottom wing style. Again, matchstick thickness. This is to emulate a lot of the roe sacks that the crustaceans have. They're all pretty much in the orange, orangish red, orangish yellow color. But this is just the way that works as a way of an attractor. Any loose fiber, just go ahead and comb it out. Down. There you go. Trim the front. Okay, now we're going to put in the top wing. This is just like how the Crazy Charlies are done. Actually, I'm going to use the stuff that I pulled out of the tail because it's just as good of a clump. Sometimes you can use the underfur if it's long enough or if it's presentable. Tie that in. You don't want it too heavy. You want it somewhat on the sparser side so it has movement. If you have it too heavy, it won't move. Right. What you're giving is an idea of a shape, not the actual shape. So tie that down nice and smooth. And we're going to use Pearl Flash-a-boot. Everybody makes it that makes fly tying material, so it doesn't matter what brand you use. We'll pull off about 1 inch. Lay half of it down. So you're going to wrap your thread all the way down to the eye. Take the other half and pull it over. So you're doubling up. What it does, allows you to create a smooth head without any straggling flash-a-boot.
Yeah, no, that was a limited time.
Wrap the thread down. Whip finish with whatever whip finishing tool you like. I like my fingers.
How about for you in the world of diminishing numbers of hooks available? Really? Oh man, getting hooks is tough. If you see what you want, it's always a good idea to get a hold of it.
Alright, there you go, this is C4.